Okay guys, I just wanted to show you what this gliding weather reporter is all about and kind of how it works. If you come up here after you install it, up to plugins, you have gliding weather reporter. You can do the pop-up, pop it up, and make it go away. You can also assign that to a command. And then right now it's given me conditions at my top 10, right? So I'm calling this right now my US top 10, right? And so what it's doing is it's actually reading from a weather stations.txt file that I've put in my X-Plane 11 root folder, right? This all comes in with the install. So weather stations. So say I wanted to edit this, right, on the fly. So I would just open weather stations. And what it does is it pulls this top 10 lines right here. Everything else is just stuff that I've written in, remarks. So I've made a US set, right? And then underneath I just did a legends so I know where those are, right? Then I have other sets I can copy and paste at the top. I can do a UK set. I can create all kinds of different sets of favorites that I want. Only doing as many as 10 at a time, right? So if I take these and I copy it, not cut them, but if I copy them and I paste it up here, right? And then I save this little text file, and I can come up here and go to refresh. Refreshes, gives me all my UK set. It tells me exactly what's going on right now at their location, and it's pulling from the latest METAR file, which gets updated every 15 minutes if you've got your refresh of your real world set to refresh every 15 minutes. So it also says last refresh time. Local sim time is 12:30, so that's in sim right now. I've got it set for 12:30. If you look, 12:30 local. That's not real actual time. This is in sim time. So you know how long it's been if you're flying around and you want to see, you've been flying for an hour and you want to see if conditions have changed at your destination or other airports around that you have on your top 10 list. You can just pop this up, go up here, click refresh, and it's gonna, give you your last refresh time, and these are gonna change. Options of what it reports is basically this. Let me show you. Here, let me get to it. Right, so we've got, it's going to say either scattered CAVOC, broken clear, no clouds, sky clear, few. If it's raining, snowing, drizzling, overcast, thunderstorm, or any of those sorts of things, it's going to say bad, so conditions are bad. If it's these, it's going to give you a text that says, either broken, scattered, clear, CAVOK, or few. And then winds, it checks the wind knots and basically this. So if winds are 10 miles an hour or less on the surface winds, it's going to be good. If it's 10 to 15, it's going to be breezy. If it's 15 to 20, it's going to be windy. And if it's over 20, it's going to report that it's terrible. So let's jump back into the US set here real quick. Control C, Control V, save it, come back here, refresh. And what I'm noticing here on this one is you can notice the ones that are bad are red, the ones that are going to be good gliding conditions are going to be green, and the ones that are going to be maybe a good sky but bad winds, or maybe maybe good sky or bad winds, it's going to be yellow, or the sky conditions were unreported in the METAR, and it's going to be yellow. So what does that look like if, K79S, if we look at the METAR file and we do a search for K79S, we can see that there are no sky conditions reported. There's a wind, there's a visibility, there's a temperature and dew point, but there's no sky conditions. Like, it doesn't say like few, or it doesn't say like scattered or broken or clear, or any of those. So when it's unreported, it'll show yellow, and it'll say it's unreported. And that's pretty much it. You can set that, forget it, and you can hide it, do your thing, and anytime you want to check it, you just pull it up, and anytime you want it to show the new conditions, you just hit refresh. Real simple. Like I said, you can manage your favorites in this here. Now if you do something that doesn't exist, like say we do like we just say laptop, right, and hit save, and then I go to refresh, laptop conditions could not be pulled, right? So if it doesn't exist, or the conditions, or the weather station does exist but there were no conditions, then it'll say conditions could not be pulled, right? If it doesn't report winds, or if it doesn't exist, or if it exists and no conditions are pulled. So that's it. I hope that you guys enjoy this. I'm just about done with cleaning up bugs. I think this is pretty much set, pretty much ready to go. There were some enhancements I thought about doing. Like I thought about maybe adding some buttons in there and adding some pages where you can have different sets on different pages and blah, blah, blah. But I just don't want this to be this big, overblown, complicated plugin with thousands of lines of code. You know, I'm already at 1,200 lines of code in my main, and in my component I've got 1,796 lines of code. I just, that's why I've got this limited to 10 calls, 10 iterations through the METAR file, and I just want it to be light. I want it to be easy. I know it's a little bit of work, more work on the user maybe to manage a text file, but I mean, come on, it's not that hard. You saw how easy it was. And with the text file, you can have a ton of different options and a ton of different pages. You could have a UK set, you could have a Caribbean set, you could have all these different sets in that text file that you just go through and you just personalize and copy paste and make it easy on yourself. I just thought that was the way to do this. So hope you guys like that, and we'll probably get it out there soon. I'll put it out for testing. Once the testing is reported good, I'll get it out for you guys to download. Appreciate it.